Team Grind, how you living? It's a kid ready kid, and I'm back with another reaction video. For the react to is from Faruko Fetus featuring the Masked Man. This is Berserk in about 8 minutes. You found my channel first time? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this on social media, man. Follow my Instagram at roy2.k_. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what's your react to next, man. Shout out to all the shout ninjas out there. Also have a cash app donate channel, help the channel description below. Hey yo, just so we're clear, I'm still in a limbo of what I want to do with the channel. Do I want to keep the reaction videos, or do I want to transition to something else? Like I'm still in limbo, trying to figure it out. Like I said, I put up a poll. Go on my channel and look at the poll, and I want the subscribers to decide or what they think the channel should stay. But a little bit, just a little bit. I've heard of it, but I haven't had the pleasure of watching it. Go ahead and get to the video.
So this kid destined to be the
ultimate punching bag of the universe, born out of his mother's dead corpse.
And that's one of the least disgusting things in this manga, so buckle the fuck up. He gets picked up by a mercenary group where he's named Guts. Guts is unanimously hated inside the group because children born from corpses are considered go figure. So he starts swinging a sword twice his size to compensate for the lack of love in his life, and ends up on the battlefield killing enemies at a very young age. After experiencing Guts dips from the mercenary group and wanders off alone. He runs across another mercenary group called the Band of the Hawk, led by this thirst called Griffith, who wants to recruit Guts. After getting his ass handed to him twice by Griffith, Guts has to join the Band of the Hawk, and with that begins the between Guts and the boss, most notably Griffith and unit commander Casca. Casca is a hot-headed warrior who isn't particularly keen on Guts at first, and Griffith is a charismatic leader with a dream to have his own kingdom. The Both proceeds to perform remarkable achievements on the battlefield, most notably putting an end to the that had been ravaging Midland, and with that they're recognized as heroes by the king and are awarded with a luxurious life inside the king's castle. This life, or Griffith's dream, isn't quite Guts' forte, however, so he departs from the Both after defeating Griffith in a duel in order to which leads Griffith to impulsively spend the night with the king's daughter, Princess Charlotte. After getting caught the next morning, Griffith is sentenced to by the king, which leaves him a shell of the man he once used to be, and Casca assumes role as leader of the Both, a mere mercenary band once again. Word of the situation reaches Guts, so he returns to help save Griffith and has a brief but meaningful romance with Casca. After successfully performing the rescue, the Both attempts to journey off while taking care of the withered Griffith, but are met with an eclipse.
So things seem to be going pretty well for the Band of the Hawk. Well, relatively compared to how it's been for the last year. Anyways, point is, they save Griffith, but then Griffith becomes a bit suicidal, saying that he's useless, and decides to use his little magical egg, but his little magical egg, known as a Dalet, is special because it's crimson. And so now all the Band of the Hawk, except Rickert, because they told him he couldn't come on the mission earlier on in the story, are now teleported to another dimension, or to be more precise and intercise. If it wasn't already creepy enough the fact that they were surrounded by all these zombie-looking like creatures, they are now in this completely unfamiliar environment that looks quite esoteric upon appearance, and then these 4 beings pop up known as God Hand. And the God Hand basically signal out Griffith like, yo, you're kind of destined to be the king of demons, the one who's going to usher in this age of darkness, and yeah, you're going to sacrifice all your friends in order to do it. Guts, being in denial, not thinking Griffith would do such a thing, is brought up to the place with Griffith, but Griffith, seeing who he truly is and his ambitions and goals, decides that it's too late for him to turn back and sacrifices his friends. A lot of brutal killing happens. Pippin dies, Corcus dies, Judo dies, Casca doesn't die, but her fate is a little worse than death. Gaston dies, everybody dies, and Guts goes down there to see a pool of his friend's blood, and he goes berserk. Roll the credits! But this would not be the end to arguably the most infamous climax in manga history, despite it just being Berserk's second arc. No, a bit earlier on, we saw a Skull Knight fighting a giant hairy beast with horns, and that Skull Knight would then come in to save the day, but after Griffith had descended in his new form as Femto and kind of took advantage of Casca in front of Guts, which then led Guts to cut off his own arm. which then led him to get pinned down to the floor with his eye gouged out. Point is, it's not pretty. The Skull Knight still came to save the day, save Guts and Casca, fly away, and that's the eclipse.
As a result of becoming sacrifices for Griffith's rebirth as Femto, Casca and Guts receive scars known as brands of sacrifice.
That attract blood hungry spirits of the dead that they now have to fight over, flee from for the rest of their days.
Casca mentally regresses to the level of a toddler due to being unable to process the horrors she experienced during the eclipse, so she gives birth to a demon child. Guts leaves her in the hands of Ricker and ventures off to find revenge, carrying an even bigger fucking sword than before. During his travels fighting off demons, Guts befriends an elf called Puck and receives the nickname Black Swordsman. So whenever Guts kills a demon, when daylight comes, the distorted figures of the demons turn back into the bodies of the people the souls originally belonged to, so Guts seemingly leaves a trail behind him wherever he goes. This attracts the attention of the Holy See, so Guts gets chased by holy knights led by this psycho called Farnese.
Who has no idea she's about to experience the greatest character development of all time.
Farnese is from the extremely influential and rich Vandemion family, and thanks to that has received the status of leader of the Holy Iron Chain Knights. She is highly religious and receives sadistic pleasure from burning heretics at the stake. This little shit won't stop following Guts. Demon Child shows up like, yo, Casca ran away from Ricker and she'll be burned at the stake, you're kinda in a hurry.
I am Box-Faced Boxman, priest, Jesus is king, Don the man, Mosquito.
Bop. Guts saves Casca, woohoo, it's a reunion, it's been like 2 years, but she's still absolutely fucked mentally, yay! Egg-Spider takes Demon Child, so Femto, who was born from Griffith, can be reborn in the physical world as Griffith again. Yeah, sounds about right, makes sense, see ya! After witnessing the reality of the horrors that haunt Guts, Farnese loses her faith and leaves the Holy Iron Chain Knights together with her servant, actually half-brother, Serpico, in order to join Guts and find him. They run across a couple hundred trolls that are a tad too much to handle, so this little witch goes, hold my butterbeer, and fucks them all up. Her name's Shirk, and she's a part of the squad now. Yo Guts, here's this armor that'll make you stronger than an elephant on cocaine, but will absolutely make you lose control and inevitably destroy your body. Skull Knight used to wear it and he turned out fine, right? Oh, I bet. Motherfucker goes berserk, but it doesn't really matter because Shirk just bibbidi-bobbidi boops into Guts' consciousness to tell him, yo,
Don't kill your fucking friend.
Farnese is like,
Give me some of that magic shit.
so Shirk becomes her teacher. The whole gang is kinda like, so what the fuck do we do with Casca? So Puck goes,
Take it to the Elf King, of course.
yeah, of course. Nobody think of that. Hey, it's the Demon Shot! Oop, and he's gone. Griffith forms a new Band of the Hawk that consists of the most powerful demons and humans from all backgrounds. He saves Princess Charlotte from the hands of this hairy dude who's actually a really strong demon that reincarnates himself a second time to turn into an even stronger fucking demon so he could defeat Griffith, and then Skull Knight hops in and tries to cut Griffith down, but Griffith yoinks the sword slash and sends it towards hairy dude, which opens up the astral world and flips reality on its head, which makes Griffith king of the new world. Word reaches Ricker and damn! After heaps of really well written fuck shit, Guts and the homies make it to Elfheim, where Farnese and Shirk are able to recover Casca's sanity with the help from the Elf King by taking a magical trip to her dream. Demon Child makes an appearance once again and hangs out with the whole squad before transforming into a crying Griffith. And that's Berserk, at least for now. I'm sorry my voice is all fucked up from singing so much yesterday. I know there's a lot of speculation about Berserk possibly continuing, but I'm not gonna comment on whether or not it should. I just wanna say thank you, Miura. Berserk is an absolute masterpiece. And as much as I might clown on the series I cover in these videos, I just want it to be known, I want to make it clear, I wouldn't make a video like this, I wouldn't put this much effort into a video about a series that I dislike. Big thank you to the Masked Man. If you haven't subscribed to him, what the fuck are you doing? Go do it now. You can also subscribe to me if you want to see more of this shit, and follow me on Twitter. Yeah, that's about it. Have a great one. Peace.
Well, I'll be completely honest with you. This is very confusing, but yet also interesting. So, Might be looking into Berserk. That's the end of the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share our social media. But every season's great to the underground takeover, man. Let's get it.